Hi Shadows, how you doing? Good evening. How's your day been? Not going to be a very long one tonight. I just started a little bit later, around about 8 o'clock. Won't always be like this, but I got the old cold and strong from Lidl today. It's orange passion fruit guava flavour. Very nice. It's only about 70 something p a tin though. Much cheaper than other shops you can get mint. So we are live once again. Episode number 90, and as it says in the title, only 10 to go till I get to episode 100. So, yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. All's good with me, mate. Hope everything's all right with you. I'll check my volume. Right, it's probably dropped again. Yep. For some reason, my volume keeps dropping every time I go live. I don't know why. It just goes down. It's on a maximum, and then it just drops. I don't know why. Hopefully, we'll get a few more in a minute. I'll do about an hour tonight, and that'll be it. What are you doing? Face, clean themselves up now. Bless her. Right. Hey, beef burger. Welcome in. A quick hi and like. Need to go to work. Thank you very much. Thanks for dropping by. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day at work, and I'll see you tomorrow for Scott's stream. Once I'm up and about, I shall see you on the live. Do you know what the game is tomorrow? Are we back to Dead Island, or are you doing something different? Hoping to watch your streams when I'm free. Good luck. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're welcome in anytime. Spread the word. It's always good to have new people coming into the chat as well. We'll try and build this up a little bit. I'm up to, as you can see, number 90 now. It'll be 100 in the next 10 weeks. Yeah, so got to think of something to do for the 100th. I can't believe we got this far, to be honest. Yeah, people putting up with me now every night on the Monday. I'm sure they got, better things to do, but I appreciate everyone for taking the time to come in. Well, hope I hope work goes well for you tonight. Don't work too hard, but work efficiently and get the job done. That's the way to do it. Unless you want a deadline, then you have to be in a quick mood, in a quick fast pace to get it done. About time I had a job, but unfortunately, nothing's come my way at the moment. I'm waiting on a phone call, which I still haven't got. So I don't know when that's going to come. If I haven't heard anything by tomorrow, I'll have to go in there and speak to them again. I had the interview last Monday, and they said I'll be contacted by Friday. We've had nothing on Friday. We've had Saturday and Sunday, nothing. and um, nothing today. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go chase them up again. But there you go. Hopefully something will come out of it. I don't know what the result is gonna be though, but I'd rather, know rather than actually just be sitting about waiting and not know, if you know what I mean? That's the annoying part. And you think I know bars and pubs are busy environments, but if they said they'd get back to you by a certain day, you know, I can't see why they can't do it. But never mind. I'll find out one way or the other. I don't know what to. I'll wait and see if anybody else comes in. If I don't get anything, I'll do a short one tonight. I'll cancel the stream and we'll pick up next week. I'll message people and it's up to them if they turn up or not. But you do what you got to do. Keep things going. I'm trying to keep this going. I'm not going to stop it, but people have got lives to lead. People have got things to do. They can't always be in. So I'm not expecting it. It's not a demand. It's only if people are available and they take the time and they want to come in, spend an hour or so here or whatever, how much time, you know, on a Monday night, support the channel on the Monday night live chat. And as long as that happens, I will continue. I've just got the Everton game on at the moment. I don't usually sit around and watch football at the moment because football's been absolute trash lately. But the women's football's been a hell of a lot better than the men's at the moment. But the men's football's diabolical. But if there's nothing else on, I'll just put this on in the background to pass the time. But 11 minutes gone and it's 0-0. Everton, West Ham. So, yeah. I can't find much more on a Monday night that's worth watching, to be honest. So, I've had my morning, I've had my afternoon back at home. I had some food, a couple of drinks, and yeah, just doing the stream now. I'll just give it another 15 minutes, see what happens, and then I'll call it a night. I don't know who's still here. Beef Burger came in. He looks like he's got to go to work. I don't know if Shadows is still here. So I don't know who's going to come in, what's going to happen tonight. You never know with things like this. As I said, people have got their own lives to lead. They've got things to do. So you accept it, but you continue on, do what you got to do. If anyone likes these, I recommend if you've got a Lidl's near you to go and pick them up. They do. Uh, this is as I said, the orange passion fruit guava flavour. Really cheap as well, cheap in the shops. They also do a original flavour and they do a mango. I think it's a mango one as well, but I didn't find that when I was in there last. So I've just got this one. I had one yesterday, one of these, and I got this one tonight. So I'll pick some more up later on. I don't always drink them. I just feel every now and then that you want to change. Mostly I have a couple of beers now and then. I've got some over there. Uh, water and cordial, cup of tea. That's about it. Hey, Fright Night Project, welcome in. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you doing? Had a good day? I just got the football on in the background. I finished everything I want to watch. There's nothing else to watch, so just passing the time to see who drops by. Glancing at the football and doing the stream at the same time. And I'm also modding for someone on another channel as well. So I'm doing a bit of everything. How's your day been? I'm right, just working and working and working. Yeah, just before you come in, I was having a discussion about work. So it's about time I actually had a job, but nothing's working out at the moment. I had an interview last Monday. I'm waiting on the result now. I should have got a phone call on Friday, but they didn't phone me at all. I was up for 12 hours since 6 o'clock in the morning, and I still hadn't got anything. Hello, Ray. Welcome in. So I'm hoping I didn't get anything today, so I'm hoping it'll be tomorrow. If I don't hear anything by the end of tomorrow, I'm going to have to go down and check out what is going on with them because I really do need to know. So yeah, no news is good news. Yeah, that's what they say. But wouldn't you rather know that they actually tell you where you are on the day they're supposed to tell you? I know, as I said, pubs can be busy. They can be like fast-paced places, and people don't always get the time. But I'm sure the manager could have taken 5 minutes to just give somebody a call on the day that they said you were going to get a call back. But as I said, tomorrow, if I don't hear anything by the end, I'll take a walk down into the place and I'll inquire inside as to whether I can get a result while I'm there. So fingers crossed. I will keep you all updated. I'll get on some way of contacting you, and then you can get the message passed on by somebody else or something like that. I'll talk to Jason first, and obviously he can spread the word. So you'll find something, mate. Pubs are in trouble at the moment. So many are going under. Yeah, that was post COVID, but not just post COVID because when we had the actual COVID-19, um, a lot of places closed, but they couldn't generate any money. So when they reopened, all their bills and their overheads and costs, they just couldn't cover them. So the only option they had was to sell the businesses off to pay off the debt. So effectively, they came out with nothing. But as I said, not only COVID, a lot of the Weatherspoon pubs, JD Weatherspoon's owns, he closed a lot of them down previously. That was nothing to do with COVID. He just sold off a load of his businesses, so he's made a load of money back. Not as much as you probably could have made if he sold off every single one he owns, because I don't know how much he would be in by then for money, but yeah. Another one's opening in Basildon, I just heard today. I went into the Weatherspoons round here, and one of the guys is leaving that works behind the bar, and I said, "You going somewhere else?" He said, like one of the other ones around the area. He said, "No, I'm going to Basildon." So at the end of the month, a Basildon Weatherspoons is going to be open. I didn't even know we had one. I knew something about one being built, but I didn't know if they even went ahead with it. But apparently they have, and about a month's time, it'll be open. So might be worth checking out. But yeah, Weatherspoons is one of the cheapest places around the area. I mean, you go anywhere else, you're looking at about eight £8 or just under a pint. So you have 4 pints, you're costing like 32 quid. It's a joke. You go in Weatherspoons, you get one for £2.78. So yeah, where would you rather go? I know where I go. The other pubs don't get my support at the moment because I can't afford it. You have to take an extra mortgage out to get a drink in the pub nowadays. Mind you, right now, Jason's got a lot to look forward to when he comes down here because I'll be showing him all the local areas and things outside of what we do when he does like come down here. Is my chair dropping again? I seem to be a bit lower. Hold on a second. Yeah, there you go. Look, my chair had sunk. Don't know why. I brought the chair right up. I thought something was wrong. I was like, here, I should be here where I am now. There we go. That's better. I feel better now. I feel like higher up. So what you been up to today? How's things gone? That's what I thought I heard. So it's the sound from the TV going round the room. I was thinking so it was over over there, and it's bouncing off where the TV is. I don't know how. Talking about these pubs, I don't know how some of these people can go into a pub every day and spend that sort of money. I mean, most people that go out in the afternoon, they haven't got that much money anyway because they're all elderly. But you see a lot of people going down to all the places around my area that are costing more and more and more per pint, and all the older generation, they're going to the Weatherspoons because it's cheaper and what they can afford for the afternoon. They can call in there anytime they like, even from 7 o'clock in the morning. They could get up at 6:30 and go into the local Weatherspoons, you know. They go in there for a pint in the afternoon, and some of them have got the paper on the table. You know, they're reading the paper, having a nice hour or so. They just went to the shop, bought the newspaper, got in the pub, got a pint, and sat down. And they're getting a cheap drink in the afternoon. They're getting some money left over for the next time. But I don't know how some of these other people have got that money for going down to these more expensive, trendy pubs every now and then. I mean, I can do it as a one-off, but I begrudge actually paying over £8 for a poxy pint. I mean, right on the corner from where I am, literally, if I go down there, out my lounge door here, down the stairs to the right and then right again, about 20 steps down the road is a pub right on the corner. It's right on the corner of where I live. And in there, it's anything up to £8 a pint. Depending on what spirits you get, it's £15 a shot. So you're looking at £30 a double, depending on which special brand that you buy and things like that. And people are spending 20, 40, 40 odd quid a night, down there. There was one bloke, I don't know how he did it. I went out with a drink with a friend of mine, a little while back, and there was, "Hello, Natalie, welcome in." "No, you're all right. We've only been going 25 minutes." There's a guy goes into the pub just up further up the road from me by the theatre. We got a theatre up the top end, and I don't know how he does it every single night. He goes in and he gets a pint of lager, a Jack Daniels and Coke, and a small shot like that of Sambuca. And he finishes work at 6 o'clock, and that's what he starts on. And he stays in there with the same three drinks every single night for 5 hours. Gets up, then he goes to work the next day and comes back to the pub and does it all again every single night. A pint, so he has about roughly 5 pints, five spirits in the mixer, and five shorts. And then he goes home. Apparently, he said he gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work, comes home from work, and then goes back down the pub again when he finishes work, does it all again. People have said in there his liver must be rotten. They said, I don't know how he's not dead if he does that every single day of the week. And it's a tenner a time. I mean, bloody hell, 10 quid. So he's spending like 50 quid a night. You work that out over the space of 7 days. That's a hell of a lot of money. How's your day been, Natalie? I'm keeping myself awake with some Kong Strong from Lidl. So I've got as I said earlier, I've got the orange passion fruit guava flavour. Very nice. Did, um, did anyone hear earlier on about Vanderlei Silva? My day's been okay. Oh, that's good. It's good to hear. Yeah, Vanderlei Silva. I don't know if any of you are interested. I just thought I'd put it out there because I read it earlier. Um, UFC fighter. He had his first boxing match in 7 years, and he got disqualified for consistent headbutting. Then there was a post-fight brawl, and the son jumped into the ring, knocked him out with one punch. He was hospitalised. Now you're talking about quite a big guy, bald head, Brazilian, I think he is, and he's quite a big bloke, and he's been in the octagon so many times. Fighting people in a cage, and the son jumps in. He's much younger than him, of his opponent, and knocks him out with one punch. I mean, how embarrassing is that? There was a video of it earlier on. I saw the highlights at the end where the post fight brawl broke out, and yeah, the kid just jumped in and smacked him, and he just went bang on the canvas, and that was it. They pulled him to the corner, and he was out cold, completely and utterly out. Talking of UFC, Conor McGregor's talking to Donald Trump at the moment, isn't he, about having UFC in the White House? I mean, imagine having an octagon and a UFC event set up at the White House, the presidential residence. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? You know, how could you have that? A televised event straight from the White House for UFC, whatever number it is. Or it could be a prelim. There could be prelim shows, or like a young up and comer type show. What was it they call it? The Ultimate Fighter, sorry, where the younger ones are training to come up through the ranks to be the next MMA big star. That could possibly be so. But how crazy would that be, having an octagon set up at the White House for people to go inside and and fight in the cage? Exactly, just wait till I start my Last of Us 2 remastered platinum streams, then you're His days will be a hell of a lot nut shot better. Yeah, the old nut shot from the Marvel Rivals. Squirrel effect. I'm doing a strain now at my nose. I've taken my hay fever tablet today. I shouldn't be getting an itchy nose. If Strain had $1 and I had £1 for every time I went like this, we'd both be rich. Every second he's touching his nose during the stream, so so what's everyone's plans for tonight after Strain's stream? What are you all doing? Oh, Natalie, are you gonna be in I don't know if you saw it, but Beef Burger came in before you arrived. So he's come over from Scott's live that I've seen him in to say hello tonight, which was good. Nose itch, yeah. And why is it every time? It must be psychological. Why is it every time somebody says nose itch or oh I got a bit of an itch and they start doing this, then you start suddenly thinking, oh I feel itchy, scratch my face or scratch me or just rub my nose. It's weird. It's like when someone goes, "Cool, I've got to go for a pee." You don't need the loo yet, do you? Like, no, I'm all right at the moment. The minute someone starts having a pee, you suddenly think, "Oh bloody hell, I've got to go now." I don't know what it is. It must be psychological. It must be something psychological. Yeah, Strain's live at the moment, Natalie. Started at 4 o'clock, playing LA Noir, LA Black. I missed Beef Burger Sandy. It was called. Yeah, he came in. He said he'll. If I go back up the chat to when we first started, he said, um, "A quick hi and like. Need to go to work. Hoping to watch your stream soon when I'm free. Good luck, man." So yeah. Spread the word. Try to get some more people in. I said, and it's good to see you. Come back anytime. You're welcome anytime. Are you coming into You coming into Scott's stream tomorrow morning? If so, I'll see you there once I'm up and about and got myself sorted out. Haven't seen you in the streams lately. In fact, I think I've probably been in there more than you have right at the moment. Mind you, you've got a lot of things to do, haven't you? You've got your daughter to sort out. You got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you've got to do certain things. So it's understandable. Yeah, I saw that on Discord. My latest poll still tied with 2 votes. Let's um, let's see. Nearly got 60 subs there, Renee. You do it. You're getting the subs up. Not bad for nearly 200 videos. I mean, uh, much, much if we do Twitch, come to the other side. There you go, done. That should make it 3-2 now. I've just put another one in. I didn't realise I'd already done that. Oh well, never mind. I'll be there tomorrow. Yes, I've had a lot on. Yeah, I thought you might have done because haven't seen you lately. I don't know if I've seen you much in a Strange stream either, to be honest. Mind you, everybody's been pretty good lately. We haven't had to tell anybody off. I gave someone a message earlier on, and just said um, to remember for next time. But it's just the fact that they wrote something in the chat that wasn't appropriate, so the message couldn't be displayed. But if they'd have wrote it, the word in a different way, probably would have let it go. But they put the actual word in, so I couldn't let Strain see that in the chat. But basically, we're watching the LA Noir thing, and can't remember his name now. Modern, what's his name? Modern, uh, inmates in there. Go back up. Uh, oh, no, I'll leave it as it is now. But the it was it was modern something, and he put in a. It wasn't bad. He just put a comment saying it was Mrs. So and so, like a Cluedo thing. It was Mrs. So and so in the room with a, and then he put dildo in the. Yeah, he put dildo in the chat, and I thought I can't let that go in, so I just sent a message saying I can't, messages like that can't be in the chat, so keep it clean, please. And he apologised, which is good. I just said just be aware next time. But if he'd have written, it was Mrs. So and so in the room with a toy, no one would have known what he meant. But it's the fact that he wrote the other word, that he wrote dildo in there, that I don't think it was appropriate for YouTube, so I had to remove it. But he's all right. And luckily, as I said, we haven't had any real issues at the moment. I've had people. Um, I think I timed somebody out, and then Renee banned them, and then they went over to my channel, started giving me abuse, and then suddenly they decided they were going to withdraw the comment, and they were never heard of again. So that's the cowardly factor behind people. They can't. They're not up for getting getting a response or anything out of anybody, or you know, taking back what they give. So they withdraw it and they disappear because they can give it, but they can't take it back. You know what I mean? I'm sure other people have had it. I think Renee said to me something about a message that came up. I don't know if it was on Strange Discord or something like that. And then it was withdrawn, and the person who did it disappeared. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of cowardly people out there. They write something, but they don't want the response back from it. So, in fact, the one that I had before, I did actually respond to, and I just went, "Wow, your mum must be really proud of you." But I couldn't put it in because obviously the comment was being withdrawn at the time I went to respond. So because my response wouldn't go through, it meant that the message wasn't there for me to respond to, but it was still visible. So obviously it hadn't been completely removed then. But yeah, they're just cowardly. They put something in and then they withdraw and go and hide. So I haven't got time for people like that. Twats, bunch of twats, all of them. What also doesn't help is everyone streams at the same time. Yeah, I know. Mine used to be Monday. Well, it still is Monday. But you see, now you've got what I thought was going to be strange day. But that wasn't the reason I did it when I first started, because I started it as a test stream way back in January 2024. And then I continued on. But Strain's been doing some Mondays, but hasn't been doing all Mondays. But I thought that didn't conflict with anybody else because from what I saw when I set it all up, nobody else had any streams going. I thought, well, if I can get this going, build it up, it'll be a pretty good thing. And yeah, we're up to episode 90 now. But like you said, Strain streaming tonight. I started mine at 8 o'clock because I was a bit more interested. Not that I'm not interested in anything else he does, but I was more interested in this today. So I gave it an extra half an hour before I started mine. But if you look at Tuesday and other days, you got Beardo streaming his pew pews. You got other days when you might have haunted sessions go live at some point. Then you got other people that go live. You just can't pick a specific day that's not going to be in conflict with anybody else. So you can't help it when you're doing streams. I mean, I even think is it Bristol Paranormal doing their one now, aren't they? Let me check. Um, I don't need that. There, Bristol. Let's have a look. Monday Night Live. Yeah, they're live now. So you see now we've got me, Strain, and Bristol Paranormal all all streaming at the same time. So oh, by the way, has anyone checked out my Dirt 4 Rally Career Mode latest video? I've got that up on the channel now. There's more to come soon. I'm just working on the editing for some of the other things, and I'm freeing up some space on the computer as well. So at some point, in a few days' time, when it's not conflicting with anybody, I might do a test stream to see if I can start streaming as well and playing some games and things on some games live. So keep an eye out for that. Except Renee, I'm not the popular god of a streamer yet. No, you'll get there, Renee. You just got to keep at it a bit more so you get noticed. Obviously there is. I'm not going to discuss it on the chat here, but there are certain things that may stop you from streaming at times, like at home or in life or you know circumstances. But if you manage to do quite a few streams and be a bit constant, which is where I fall behind on being very constant. I can put stuff out and get going, and then I can go, oh well, I've got enough. I'm busy today. I've got enough for people to watch and for people to be entertained by or whatever. And whoever wants to watch it, I won't upload any more today. I'll do it tomorrow. But then the consistency's not there. So what you really need and what I need to work on and you know is consistency. Consistency is key. But if you're not consistent, you're going to fall behind everybody else. That's the problem. And it's not an easy thing to do, YouTube nowadays. Back in the day, if I'd have started this earlier, I probably would have been, way better than I am now. I mean, I'm struggling to get, 500. I mean, my goal was 500 by the end of the year, but I don't think I'm even going to get that. But, you know, if I want to build the channel up, I've got to do more. I've got to do more on this one, and I've got to do more on my second channel as well because that's being neglected again. So I really do need to work consistently on getting stuff done because that's where I'm falling behind. You got invested into yeah, I did. I got invested in LA Noir. It's like a movie. It's like playing a movie. You know, it's such a great game. You know, I don't know why they didn't make a sequel. You know, but when I first played that game myself, the very first time, as I said in the chat a little while ago, I got everything wrong all the clues and all the working out who the people were and the criminals and the questioning and everything. And I ended up, as I said, arresting the wrong man, and I made a child an orphan. I got literally to the end of the level, and it told me I arrested the wrong guy, and the child was an orphan. So, yeah, mum was dead, dad went to prison, and the child had no mum or dad. That was the result of my first playthrough. I made a child an orphan. You know, oh, it was funny. Hello, Nars One X Platinum. I've had it loaded for months. Yeah, you should do it live, Natalie. You should stream it. We could all watch it and see how you get on with your questioning, your leads, all your all your casework, all your crime solving. Be good to see how that plays out with you playing it. Because I heard you playing with Scott one day. That was quite funny when you played Sniper Elite. So it'd be cool to see you stream LA Noir if you could. I get paid on the second, and I found some HDCP um, splitters and things like to bypass it. Um, and I found you some other stuff as well. So if you want me to get it in order for you to stream, I can get it and send it over to you, and then you can start thinking about doing your own streaming. Well, if I had strong internet, I would. Well, if you haven't, but you want the stuff and you can't afford it, if you want me to get it, I found some, as I said, some things for you on Amazon. I can get them ordered, and I can have them delivered here. And then if you tell me where you are, I can have them posted out to you, and you'll be ready for when you start streaming. If that's something you want me to do, let me know. If you're happy with it, and I'll go ahead and do it. Because I looked into that a while ago when you spoke to me about it, and I found a whole load of stuff like mine that I got for bypassing HDCP um, in order to record and stream off a PlayStation. That's how I got The Last of Us recorded. Because when I got my PS3 out, I could only play The Last of Us. I couldn't record it with just the capture card. So I needed an HDCP splitter, HDMI splitter, basically. Um, you set that up to your TV, attach it to your capture card, and then run it to the computer. And that way it allows the software capture card to record the footage you're taking off the PlayStation because of the copyright thing. Because I had to look that up when I first got it because I wanted to record The Last of Us and I couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me do it because of the HDCP. So that's the only way around it. You need an HDMI splitter. My PS4 is uh, up there, right there, underneath the Xbox Elite. I've got the PS3 there, PS4 there, Xbox 360 Elite there. And at some point, yes, I will take the Series X out and I will set up my PS4 because I still haven't played it yet since I bought it off a friend of mine. So it needs testing. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I bought it off a guy I don't talk to anymore now. So I was lucky I got that before we fell out because I've always wanted a PS4. I've got every single Xbox, every single PlayStation now, bar a PS5. I did have a PSP, PlayStation Portable. I don't know where that is. I think it's in the bedroom somewhere. I'm hoping it is, so it didn't get nicked when the other stuff was nicked a while back by a friend of my flatmates, because he stole a load of my stuff for drugs while I was on holiday. Because my flatmate didn't lock the door like I told him to, and he went out, and the guy came back because my flatmate had given him keys, and he stole my Elite. He stole loads of stuff, iPod, things like that, and he even stole my flatmate's tablet. We had the police involved, and every time I got back, I shouted and screamed. I said, "Where the fuck is all my stuff?" Looked through my drawers, my iPod had gone, things like that. And yeah, I straight away I phoned the police up and reported it, and they were around within 15 minutes taking fingerprints, seeing if there's any fingerprints around where it was taken from and everything like that. And a few months later, I managed to get it all back. So, well, I don't think I got the iPod back. My PSP, as I said, I'm hoping is in the other room somewhere. But I got the 360 Elite back and all my other stuff. So that will never happen again. When I go away, all the doors are locked, and the cat's looked after by my flatmate, and um, I'll deal with everything else when I get back. Oh, just a heads up. Um, don't know what day it is. Let me check. October the 14th. It is a Tuesday. So on the 13th of October, there will be a Monday Night Live. 14th to the 21st, I'm going to be away in Turkey for my birthday. So I'll have my birthday out in Turkey on the 17th and come back on the 21st. So the 21st is Tuesday. So the 20th, depending on the Wi-Fi and if I feel like it, I may I may do a live from the hotel while I'm actually in Turkey. So it'll be something a little bit different for that night. I'll say hello to you all, have a chat. It'll only be for a short time just to check in with you and say hello and see how you're all doing. And it'll be a Monday night live while I'm in Turkey. So how do you feel about that? All right, we've got 10 minutes. I'm probably only going to give this an hour tonight till 9 o'clock, and that will be the end of the stream. So if there's anything you want to talk about, let me know in the chat, and we'll take it from there for the next 10 minutes, and then we shall do it later. Hey, Shadows! Currently playing No Cross with Friends from Lock and Load. Cool. Hope you're having fun. How you doing? Are you winning? Are you? Have you got your winning streak going? That'd be great. Gobble gobble. Yeah, you saw that on my post. I need a big distraction from the BS going on. Yeah, if it's online, I can understand that. They a lot of trolls and people being stupid, and you got cheaters and you got people modding it and putting their characters into god mode. So they're basically bullet sponges, and that you get killed and they can't. And yeah, I know all about the online. Sometimes it can be fun, and sometimes it can really suck. It can really, really suck. I remember when Strain was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 online, when he had all that bloke shouting at him, swearing at him and everything, and Strain ended up putting him on mute, I think. World events and scrap. Oh, I can't be listening to all that on the news. It's all death, destruction, depression, scaremongering, and this, that, and the other. They got nothing decent unless you watch the local news, which is around London, places like that. The rest of the mainstream news, all they're focusing on is Russia and the Ukraine and the help that Ukraine is getting in order to combat Russia. And then, the supposed rumors that Putin's going to do this and Putin's going to do that and Putin's going to have this by Wednesday. We're going to be at war by Thursday. I can't. It's too much death, depression, destruction, and I don't want to sit there and ruin my day listening to that shit. No way. I'd rather just not know. If they're going to drop a bomb, I'd rather just see a flash of light and that be the end of it. I don't want to. I don't want to keep hearing about these supposed rumours that he's gonna push the button, this, that, and the other. No one can afford to push the button right now. It's it's not affordable. You know, nobody's going to want to do it because the minute you do that, somebody else is going to push it, and the next one's going to push it, and all it is just going to be mass destruction of the world, nothing left. So, and nobody wants that. So, and you've got to have a particular reason to do it as well, and you've got to declare it. You've got to do it the right way. It's all a process, but I just can't. I just can't be doing with all the, you know, making your day worse, listening to all that, going on. We know it's going on. We don't need to be reminded of it and depressed all day when you want to enjoy yourself and have a good day, and you start off with the news hearing that crap. You know. So I don't have it on. I don't listen to it. I've overwhelmed like no other. Currently trying to kick a cheater. Oh God. What are they cheating with? Why do they feel the need to do that? I mean, surely don't they kick them off the server or ban them or something now? Because there's a lot of cheating going on with games and online and stuff. When they trying to crack down on this, and when they saying at one time that anyone caught cheating or whatever is going to be banned, where has that progressed to right now then? Because it seems to be still going on. I don't watch the news. No, there's too much. There's too much death, depression, and everything going on. It's just you can't enjoy yourself when you've watched it. You can't get on with your day because you're depressed when you just heard everything that's going on. Strain's on the phone, so I hope everything's okay. We'll probably find out in a minute once he comes off. Yeah, he's on the phone at the moment. He's got a phone call, and the screen's black. They like to, yeah, God mode. Yeah, I heard about that. I think Scott said something about that the other morning when I watched some of his stream before I went out. I think somebody did that when he was playing. I can't remember if it wasn't Sniper Elite. What was the other one he was playing? I don't know. He was playing something, and somebody on there he was shooting them, and nothing was happening. And then they just took him out. I think it's sad that people have got to cheat to actually get somewhere in a video game. That sort of shit should be flagged, and people should be kicked off the server. And all that. Hang on. Oh dear, not good. He just got his results from the doctor, and cholesterol and vitamin D are not good, and his kidneys not good either. So yeah, doctor's got to take him in for an assessment in the next couple of months. So I've just that's why I paused for a second so I could listen to what was going on the other side. Oh dear. Yeah, I was waiting to see what. I didn't think it looked too good because he was on the phone for quite a few minutes, and then I could see by the way he was acting. And I thought, I'll wait and see what happens when he puts the phone down. That's what he just yeah. Oh, his liver, not his kidney. So his liver. His liver's not good. He thinks it might be the result of his losing weight thing that he's doing at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see in the next few months. Anyway, it's 9 o'clock. I'm going to. Oh, the cops have just gone roaring down the road. Yeah, I'm going to leave you all to go back to Strange Stream, and I'll see you over there in a minute. Natalie, Renee, thanks for coming in. Shadows, thanks for being here and supporting. Beef Burger, who was in earlier on. Fright Night Project, and anyone else who might have been lurking and not chatting. Thanks for coming in, supporting the stream and everything. I'll be back next week, 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. I'm not entirely sure. I'll check that out in a minute, Renee. Thanks for the heads up. Um, I'll be here around about 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. I don't know. I keep switching it up the last few days. Um, but I'll see. But yeah, we'll come back and we'll do it all again, and we'll be next week. We'll be 9 episodes away from 100. We're on the countdown of 10 to 100 now, as I put in the title for today's stream. So after next week, 9 to go, and we hit the big 100. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. Anyway, yeah, thanks again, everyone, for coming in and supporting tonight. I'll see you, Natalie, Renee, and everyone back over in Strange Stream in a couple of minutes when I've finished here. Everybody else, I'll see you next week, and we'll be back. We'll come back and we'll sit down and we'll do it all over again. So yeah, thanks for the likes. Whoever left the 2 likes that are up there now as well. And yeah, take care of yourself out there in the world, and bye for now.